Tongues out, eyes wide, meet the haka. There are many different hakas, but the most famous one is probably kamate. It was created by a Maori chief in 1820 to celebrate life over death after he successfully escaped from his enemies. The meaning is shown in the chant's words, which include I die, I live. Before kamate begins, a leader is chosen to guide the group. The leader chants loudly, and the rest of the group swiftly follows. The movements they perform have special meaning. For example, their starting pose is firm and steady, showing readiness for battle. Their facial expressions and stuck-out tongues appear to stand for power, bravery, and the spirit of a fighter. These actions are also meant to scare opponents and display confidence. If you want the opportunity to experience the haka in person, you can watch the All Blacks, New Zealand's rugby national team. They often perform the haka before games. This practice has become a famous tradition in New Zealand rugby.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're gonna learn the haka today.
It's hard to actually learn the dance though, but we can learn about it.
Exactly, because there's a lot of, I think, Maori words and pronunciations and things that they have in their culture that maybe for non-Maori people, it's kind of difficult, but it's okay. We can definitely learn more about their culture. Okay, so let's take a look at today's article. It says, there are many different hakas, but the most famous one is probably kamate.
Kamate,
kamate.
哈卡舞有许多不同的版本，但是最著名的可能是 kamate. Wow, what is it?
That's the one that we mostly see right now. What is the kamate? It says it was created by a Maori chief, not chef, not chief, in 1820 to celebrate life over death after he successfully escaped from his enemies. Wow, so cool. Now, when you escape, it's a verb and it means to get away from a place where you have been kept as a prisoner or at a place where you're not allowed to leave. So yeah, it means to basically get away from or avoid something unpleasant or dangerous. Like for example, in Beauty and the Beast, right? Like Belle was a prisoner or she was kept in the castle. She tried to escape, but she failed, right? And then she ended up marrying and loving the beast. But here, let's take a look at how escape is used in a sentence. We can say, Peter Pan managed to escape from Captain Hook and the pirates.
Ooh, okay. So here we see over. 它是一个介系词，表示对什么的控制或是对什么有影响力。而 escape 呢，这个动词就是逃离啊、逃脱啊。For example, sometimes a good book is all you need to escape reality for a little while. 所以呢，我们再回到课文提到，就是 kamate， 它是1820年由一位毛利族的酋长创作的，应该这样说，以庆祝他成功逃离敌人的追捕。战胜死亡并重生，太有意义了吧
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I did it. Here, the article says the meaning is shown in the chant's words, which include I die, I live. Wow, that's a very strong message.
Okay. 所以这里我们又看到 chant 哦，但是它是当作名词来用哦，就是吟诵或者是吟唱的曲调。那这个意义体现在咏唱的词句中。很强烈哦，就是我死了，我死了，我活着。
Wow, simple words, but such powerful meaning behind it, I think. Here it says, before kamate begins, a leader is chosen to guide the group. Ooh, okay.
所以在 kamate 开始前会选出一名领袖带领整个团队哦。
Here it says the leader chants loudly and the rest of the group swiftly follows. The movements they perform have special meaning. We saw the word swiftly. Now, swiftly, what does it mean? It's an verb and it means quickly or after a very short time. So, for example, I woke up late for school, so I swiftly brushed my teeth and got changed. Hopefully, I can make it in time.
这里呢，我们又看到 chant， 不过它是当作动词的使用哦，就是吟诵啊、咏唱哦。而 swiftly OK， 这是个副词哦，就是迅速地。For example, Elsa moved swiftly to grab the last seat before the movie started. Is she watching Frozen? Okay, or time passed swiftly， 就是 time passed quickly 的意思。And it was over in the blink of an eye.
That's so true. All right, so next the article then says, for example, their starting pose is firm and steady, showing readiness for a battle. I forgot what they do. Maybe they just like stand very still.
We have to watch the video.
Yeah, I need to watch the video again, but their starting pose is like, let's say for example, they stand still. They're very steady. Now, steady is an adjective and it means firmly held in a particular position and you're not moving and you're not shaking, okay? Here we can even use it in a sentence like this. Even during the earthquake, the strong table remained steady and didn't fall over.
I want that table.
Yeah, and hide under it.
I know, right? Okay, 所以形容词 firm 的意思是坚定的或是坚决的，而 steady 则是稳定的哦，这是个形容词。For example, hold the camera steady. Or all we'll get is a blurry memory.
Yeah, and a headache from seeing all the shaky videos. Ouch. Okay. Next, the article then says their facial expressions and stuck out tongues appear to stand for power, bravery, and the spirit of a fighter. So facial is talking about, all about your face here. Your face.
OK, so facial 就是脸部的，它是一个形容词。那课文是说他们的脸部表情和伸出的舌头象征着力量。Bravery 就是勇气，还有战士 fighter 的精神。Okay, we'll see how bravery is used.
Yeah, bravery is a noun here and it means the quality of being brave. You have a lot of courage. For example, we can say the prince showed lots of bravery and swung his sword at the huge dragon. Oh my gosh.
帅哥。
Yeah.
Bravery 是一个名词哦，就是勇气。For example, I'm thinking of the firefighters, right? 就是非常消防员非常很勇敢哦 ，showed great bravery. Or 有时候我们可能需要很大的勇气面对挑战的话，我们可以这么说 ：He needed a lot of bravery to face this challenge.
Yeah, my goodness. Respect to the firefighters.
Yeah.
Okay, so a fighter here, it's a noun and it's basically a person who fights. We can look at the word fight, which means, to hit people or that. And then you see how we add ER to the end to make it into a person. So a fighter is basically a person who fights. We can say the fighters hid around the bushes to make sure there weren't any enemies nearby.
Okay, so fighter 当作名词有战士或是斗士。I'm thinking of a positive example sentence. She's a real fighter. She doesn't give up even when things get tough.
Oh my gosh, is that you?
I know.
I think it's
probably
you.
me.
Yeah. Next, let's continue reading the article. It says, these actions are also meant to scare opponents and display confidence. Here we see the phrase be meant to. Be meant to means be intended to do something or for something. So for example, sometimes falling in love with certain people is just meant to be.
Be meant to 后面接原形动词就是用于什么，意在什么。For example, this book is meant to help beginners learn English. 这本书是为了帮助初学者学英文而写的。Or this feature is meant to make it easier for users. 这个功能是为了让使用者更容易操作而设计的哦。
In here, we also saw the word opponent. It's basically a person that you are playing or fighting against. It could be in a game, in a competition, an argument, etc. In other words, you can also maybe call them like your enemy. And then here we also saw the word confidence. And confidence is just basically how good you feel about yourself.
OK， 所以 opponent 这个名词就是对手啊、敌手啊，而 confidence 这个名词就是自信心，所以这些动作也意在怎么样吓唬对方，并展示自信哦。
Here it says, if you want the opportunity to experience the haka in person, you can watch the All Blacks, New Zealand's rugby national team. Yes, this is where I saw the haka dance. Yeah. And here, opportunity is a noun and it means a time when a particular situation makes it possible to do or achieve something. So for example, we can say, Jenny had to go to the audition no matter what because she didn't want to miss that opportunity. And now she's a superstar.
Yeah, she became Blackpink, a member of. Okay, opportunity 就是机会啦，它是一个名词。For example, this event is a great opportunity to meet new people and network. OK， 那 rugby 呢就是橄榄球，它是一个名词，所以如果你想有机会亲自体验哈卡舞，你就可以观看纽西兰的橄榄球的国家队，绰号黑。All Blacks, the All Blacks,
yeah,
right?
the All Blacks. And they're really, really famous for doing this. So like every time when you see like a rugby game, especially the All Blacks, they always do this. So this is also a reason why so many people go and watch their games. They want to see it in person. In person just means like you see it face to face, you see it for yourself.
Yeah, in person 就是亲自 Okay, for example, I can't wait to finally meet my high school besties in person. It's been years.
Wow.
Okay. 不过在这里呢，我们先要停一下，因为看到今天的 Language in Focus. Let's take a look. 今天要看到的 Language in Focus 就是非限定用法之同位语。和这个形容词子句相同哦，同位语有限定跟非限定，也称为补述两种用法哦。非限定用法之同位语用来补充先行词，那该同位语即使去除也不会影响句意的理解。但是要注意的地方是，这样子的用法的同位语放在句中的时候，我们一定要加逗点，与句子其他部分隔开。像是我们回到我们的课文哦 ，If you want the opportunity to experience the Haka in person， 逗点 comma you can watch the All Blacks comma New Zealand's rugby national team。所以这里有没有看到 New Zealand's rugby national team 是用于说明前方的黑山军，也就是 the All Blacks 这个先行词哦。那非限定用法的同位语可视为非限定形容词子句的简化，因此课文我们也可以这么改写哦。If you want the opportunity to experience the Haka in person, you can watch the All Blacks, which is New Zealand's rugby national team. 那非限定同位语也可以放在句尾，像是以下的例句哦。He is reading a new book, a mystery novel. 他正在看一本新书，那是什么呢？是一本推理小说，就是 mystery， 我也很喜欢看。以及 My favorite season is summer, the time for vacations. 我最喜欢的季节是夏天，它是假期的季节，就是可以放假放暑假咯。
So why see the All Blacks? Well, it says here they often perform the haka before games. This practice has become a famous tradition in New Zealand rugby. Yeah,
that's what we see it. Yeah, right? Okay, so practice 这里呢是当作名词来用，意思是就是惯常做法或者是惯例啊，所以呢，课文是说他们经常在比赛前表演哈卡舞，这已经成为这个纽西兰橄榄球的著名的传统喽。
Yeah, and it's great that they're also keeping the tradition alive.
I love that.
Yeah, and then like they're also very good at rugby. So you know what? All the more reason to watch them in person, I think. Yeah,
so
next cool.
time you see it, you know why. Okay. 所以呢，不想要错过更多精彩的 English for You 内容，就赶快订阅我们的 YouTube 频道，还有追踪 Facebook 哦。
赞。All right. Well, that means it's the end of today's article. So we have our For You chat. Why do you think traditions such as the haka continue to be important for cultural groups today?
Oh, okay. So that's a good question. I think traditions like the haka continue to be important for cultural groups today because they help preserve identity and heritage. Now, I think these practices strengthen community bonds and provide a sense of belonging. Additionally, they allow cultural groups to express their values, stories, and history, right? Fostering pride and continuity in a rapidly changing world.
Yeah, I definitely think it's super
I love that,
important
to preserve the tradition.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say, because I think, in our world today, we are always changing things, the way we do things. Even now, I feel like some of the traditions we have, in our own, for example, Asian, Chinese community, it's slowly like dying down.
I know.
Right? And I think it should be kept, like all these traditions, all our heritage, all our culture should be kept, and some things should be kept the way it was like many years ago.
I think Japan and Korea, they're pretty good at doing that, right?
Japanese people for sure.
I know. And also Korea, like now that I watch like a lot of Korean dramas or even the cooking show, how they care about the food and where the origins of food and everything. I think, now I think about it, I think Taiwan should actually put in more effort, because I think we have great food and culture, but I just think we need to strengthen that a little bit more for other countries to actually know more about us, right?
And also like, skills and like traditional things, like making baskets or something like that.
We should preserve all those great traditions we have.
Because they go back thousands and thousands of years to our ancestors. So definitely, I think performing these dances like the haka, or even just, making things, basket weaving, small things, they should definitely be kept to preserve our culture. And it shows, of course, like you mentioned, a lot of pride in your, culture and where you belong as well. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you think that we should preserve our culture?
Of course. And you guys can discuss among yourselves.
Yeah, and you can also, write on Facebook or like YouTube, share with us what you think and tell us about it.
Yes. We love to see what you guys think.
Definitely. All right, that's all for today. We hope you guys enjoyed the article, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Escape. A lion escaped from its cage at the zoo and ran out into the street. Swiftly. A young girl ran into a busy road, but her mother swiftly picked her up and moved her to safety. Steady. Mark's hand was steady while he held the heavy cup, making sure it didn't shake. Bravery. The fireman showed bravery when he ran into the burning house to save the child. Fighter. Long ago, George was a great soldier and one of the king's best fighters. Opportunity. When Alice saw that her school had a new art class, she took the opportunity to join it.
字彙小补帖
Facial. Opponent. Confidence. Rugby.